high-tech pharmaceuticals Slimaglutide versus the very popular Semaglutide, or GLP-1. The scrappy, persistent underdog versus the reigning, undisputed champion. Now, I know you might not think that there's an actual contender for GLP-1 or Semaglutide, much less a natural contender, but turns out there just might be. It's unbelievably effective for how natural this is. My name's Travis Dillard, and I'm not really anybody special. I just happen to have 17 years of hormone experience. I've had a pretty gnarly transformation. I break down hormones and more specifically supplements that people don't understand, so we know what it is that they actually do, which is why today we're looking at a pretty vicious battle here. 4 rounds. How they work, feed results, which one offers more keepable weight loss, and the side effects. The appetite-suppressing showdown that nobody asked for and everybody needs. Slimaglutide versus Semaglutide. Let's get it. Round 1. How they work. Semaglutide, brand named Ozempic, is a bioidentical GLP-1, which more efficiently controls the flow of insulin from the pancreas to the bloodstream in order to pump out excess blood sugar, especially after a meal, thus lowering your blood sugars, your blood pressure, and killing off your cravings. The truth is, most people see Semaglutide or Ozempic just as a crutch. Yet there are more fake Ozempic natties out there hiding it right now than there are even roided out fitness influencers peddling their next protein powder. A lot of people lie about this one. You probably know someone who's on it right now who won't admit it. But I don't really know why, because after all, this is just another tool in the tool belt. And a good one at that, because scientific studies show that if you take this weekly, injected subcutaneously, on average in a 3-month period, you'll see a 13-pound weight loss. But that's average. Come on, guys, we're above average. Slimaglutide, on the other hand, contains 12 scientifically backed ingredients that improve insulin sensitivity, glucose metabolism, and your blood sugar levels, ultimately leading to a lower appetite. But it was specifically formulated to mimic GLP-1 or Semaglutide. As for exactly how much it mimics it, we'll get to that in round 3. As for round 1, well, Slimaglutide does have 9 scientifically studied ingredients, as each one has numerous studies supporting its role in increasing insulin sensitivity. Within, Semaglutide delivers the knockout blow. Studies proving the benefits and the side effects of not just the individual ingredients, but the full product itself. So round 1 goes to Semaglutide. As for round 2, well, speed is everything. Mano a mano. Round 2, speed of results. The moment Semaglutide enters, it's going to come in and fully take over. More specifically, your pancreas. Tell it when and how much insulin to produce, which is basically like it coming in and doing a direct takeover, completely manipulating both your appetite and your blood sugars. How fast exactly? Well, 90% of users say that they've experienced some level of appetite decrease within the first couple of days. Blood sugar levels have gone down within just a couple of weeks, and noticeable weight losses happen within 2 months. Slimaglutide's role in improving our insulin and our BMR, or our basal metabolic rate, also known as our metabolism, naturally. So it's going to be a little more gradual and a little slower when compared to just firing up the insulin tanks with the GLP-1 from Semaglutide just right to the veins. Kidding. Don't touch your veins. In other words, the natural mechanism within Slimaglutide is beneficial. Code Travis D, TotalNutritionHouston.com, link in the description, 10% off. But it does take a little longer to see or feel. Slimaglutide turned its back, and Semaglutide took him down. So round 2 also goes to Semaglutide. Round 3, which one offers more keepable weight loss? Semaglutide is going to offer appetite-suppressing results very quickly. And the easier it is to not eat while we're on, the harder it's going to be for us to maintain. And do keep in mind, whether we're talking about Semaglutide or Slimaglutide, it doesn't matter. When we lose weight, yes, we are going to lose fat, but we're also just going to lose mass in general, which is bone density, water, fat, and muscle. Muscle being the support structure in your skin that when lost can, for example, give you that gaunt kind of sunken in look in your face. So obviously we are going to want to be working out regardless of which one we choose so that we can preserve as much muscle as possible and not look gaunt. Well, it's not going to prevent it, but it for sure will help with the wrinkles. With Slimaglutide, yes, the results are going to be a little slower, but since it is your body's natural production of insulin, rather than acting as an outside source like Semaglutide, The transition back to your normal insulin production levels is going to be a lot smoother and a lot less harsh. And therefore, when we go to set up our new lifestyle, when we do decide to get off this, that transition is going to be a lot smoother. And regardless of what compounds we're talking about here, whether it's Slimaglutide or Semaglutide, the closer that we can stay to our natural state or homeostasis, meaning the less harsh the compound is, the more sustainable and keepable our gains are going to be. So for round 3, Slimaglutide played the long endurance game and delivered a devastating leg kick. So Slimaglutide takes round 3, which leads us to the deciding round, round 4, the side effects. Both Semaglutide and Slimaglutide can and probably will cause some nausea and some digestive discomfort, which is kind of what we're signing up for more or less, as this is the very thing that prevents us from being hungry. And you may also run into headaches and dizziness just from eating less carbohydrates. But I want to be clear about GLP-1 here. Yes, in general, it is marketed to type 2 diabetics in order to lose weight because they absolutely have to for health reasons. But you don't have to be a diabetic in order to benefit from this stuff. And the side effects of GLP-1, well, they happen to look very similar to just the side effects of eating less. Cranky, hungry, headaches, tired. So in terms of those side effects, that's Slimaglutide versus Semaglutide. Slimaglutide, side effects are going to be more variable, and the natural ingredients are going to degrade in the liver. And though the benefits of these said natural ingredients in Slimaglutide are not going to be quite like the benefits of Semaglutide, you are going to have some less side effects, which is why there's exactly a place for this. And I'm going to show you exactly where that place lives here in a second. But for now, this is why Slimaglutide was able to show its strength, taking the 4th round with an absolutely unbreakable hold, which puts us at a draw. And this actually makes a lot of sense because it really does depend. Scenario 1, you're working out regularly. You know that losing weight is going to make you look and feel better. You don't mind injections, and you have $300 a month discretionary spend. Semaglutide might be the thing for you. Or scenario 2, you're also working out regularly. You either don't want to mess with a drug, you don't like injections, or you're just worried about the long-term effects of Semaglutide, as we all should be because we really don't know. And you're looking for a cheaper alternative. Slimaglutide is going to be your best bet. And I personally believe that this really is a good alternative. But hold up, I really want to drive this one home for you. Slimaglutide is the Semaglutide, as natural testosterone boosters are the testosterone. And of course, Semaglutide, they're both going to lead to weight loss. But in order for us to preserve as much muscle as possible while we lose that fat and not mess with our hormones, we might want to talk about tossing in a pro-IGF-1. I'm out of here, my dudes. Until next week, stay safe and stay swole, my brothers.